Welcome to Answers from Within. From the author of the All-Knowing Diary, Mind Lies into Truths that will set you free.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Answers from Within. This is Daniel. We have Charlie on the line.
As you can hear, my voice is not very clear.
What were you diagnosed with, Charlie? Could you tell me, could you say that again?
ALS.
ALS.
Basically, it's a sickness that the nerve no longer communicate with the muscle.
Is that the Lou Gehrig's disease?
Yes, that's what it is.
Right, okay.
Yeah,
so the muscles, where the nervous system, a weak disease that weakens muscles and physical function. Okay.
Yeah. Like right now, it's affecting my voice, my swallowing ability, and I think they say it gets worse and worse. My body is fine, but not my voice, as you can hear.
So is it mainly centered around your mouth and your vocal cords? Yeah.
Yes, right now.
For now, okay. And when were you diagnosed with ALS?
About 3 months ago, but I was not able to speak very well for about 6-7 months. It keeps getting a little bit worse. I sound like I'm drunk, but I'm not. Yeah.
Okay, so, and have the doctors put you on any medication that you want to tell me about that I need to know?
The only medication they gave me is a medication that's supposed to slow it down. It's not a cure. So I am not taking it.
Okay. All right. So you want me to have a look for you, what we can do for you?
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to tell me, or are you happy for me to take over now?
Yeah, please take over.
Okay, cool. All right. Just bear with me as I just want to get nice and connected in with you and just see what's going on.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So the first thing I'm seeing, it's very interesting, is that your body is showing me it's like a spasm. Like there's like an on and an off and on and an off and on and off, and it's telling me that there is something that you are fighting within yourself, and I'm just having a look at what that is. Okay. I tell you how I'm being shown it. It's almost like you as a grown man, but throwing a tantrum, like a kid throwing a tantrum, going, "No, I don't want to do this. No, I don't want to do this." And I'm just going to go a bit deeper to see what it is that this tantrum is actually all about, because it's showing me that it's exactly what interferes with the muscles in the body and the signals from the brain. It cuts it off. So let me just have a look for you, okay?
Okay.
You're saying to me inside your body, you're saying, I don't want to know the truth. I don't want to know the truth about who I am. I don't want to think of myself as a good guy. I don't want to think of myself as, you know what, it's like saying, I only want to think of myself that I've done bad things in life. I only want to think that I've made mistakes. Don't tell me anything other than that. I just want to see myself as somebody that's made mistakes through life and somebody who's dealing with that, and leave me alone to deal with the fact that I've made a shitload of mistakes in my life. How do you feel about that?
Well, I did make a shitload of mistakes all my life,
Yeah. So that's what your body's saying. It's what your conscious, subconscious mind is saying. I have my lot in life. Don't take that away from me. So you're saying to me, or the body is saying, what I have left in life is the memory that I have made a lot of mistakes, I've worked hard, I've suffered a lot, I've endured a lot. Don't take that away from me. I want to hold on to something. And it's funny because you're saying, I want to hold on to something that I can be proud of. And what I can be proud of is that I've taken it on the chin, I've made mistakes, and I'm still here and I'm persevering, but as somebody who's made mistakes. So do you understand? It's like this. When you're a child and mum and dad don't give us much love, so what we do, we throw a tantrum, then they start yelling at us, and we go, you know what? At least they're giving me some attention. It's better than no attention. And that's what you're doing with yourself. You're going, I can't be proud of myself for my successes, for my victories, for my loving warmth that I've showered the world with. I can't be proud of myself for that. But what I can be proud of myself for is that I've made a shitload of mistakes and I'm dealing with it.
Mm.
So the reason that's showing up as this ALS, the ALS and the Lou Gehrig's disease is really, if I was going to give it a new word, I would call it, don't tell me I'm better than who I think I am disease. Don't tell me I'm any better than who I think I am. Because that's, Charlie, that's what's going on inside of your body. You downright refuse. This is the tantrum. How dare you imply that I'm better than this person I think I am? I don't want to hear it. I don't want to know it. I've done terrible things and I'm proud that I'm dealing with that.
Mm.
So that's the illness. Don't tell me I'm better.
Well, what is your suggestion?
We're going to tell you you're better and you're going to deal with it. How's that?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's two things we need to do that I can see. And we might not be able to do it all in one session in 20 minutes.
Okay.
Like cure.
No problem.
We might not be able to cure Lou Gehrig's disease in just 20 minutes, but I'll do my best, okay? So
Okay.
the first thing that we need to do is kind of get you out of the way. Because you're standing there going, I'm the bodyguard, I'm the security guard to this new information coming in, and I won't allow it. So we need to kind of get you out of the way so you can be open to receiving new information about yourself. So let me work.
Okay.
That's the first thing we're going to do. And then the second thing we're going to do, if you're going to let me, is we're going to tell you who you really are. Not who you think you are, but we're going to tell you who you really are.
Yeah.
Okay? So just if you can be really open, knowing I'm not going to take anything away from you. No one's going to do that. The only thing I'm going to take away from you, if you let me, is this illness.
Yes.
But I'm not going to take away something that you can be proud of, all right? I'm going to give you more things to be proud of.
Okay.
Okay, good on you. All right, so just be nice and open for me because that will make it much easier for me. You got nothing to fear. Just be nice and open. All right,
Okay.
let me have a look here. All right, so let me see if I can do this the fastest way possible rather than kind of dragging you through your past. Let me have a look. No, I kind of need to drag you a little bit, but that's okay. What I'm seeing is, as a little kid, I was seeing you were a bit naughty.
Yes.
Yep. And you, whilst there were other kids around you, some were good at English, some were good at maths, some were good at sports. You decided well, at least I'm good at something if it's stirring people up, if it's back talk, if it's causing chaos and causing problems. Well, hey, at least I'm good at something. I'm getting people's attention. They're getting to wonder why I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm showing people something about themselves. I'm showing them something about me. So you decided as a little kid, this is what I'm good at. I'm good at shit stirring, is what you're telling me. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
yes. I want to mention real quick, my original language is not English.
well, you're doing great.
Thank you. I've been in Los Angeles for 50 years, so I speak English.
Oh, good on you. All right. Well, so you're saying to me as a little kid, I'm a troublemaker and I'm damn good at it. I'm really good at it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah? So this little boy decided, I might not be good at sports or English or other things, but I'm good at being a troublemaker. And that became what had you feel special about yourself. Yeah? It became what had you be proud of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm proud of myself for being a troublemaker because nobody else is as good at it as I am.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what we do as kids. We look at what we're good at, whether it's being bad or being good. We look at what we're good at and we hold that inside our body and we have something to get us through life now. We know we're good at something. So I'm just going to have a little chat to this little kid and just see if we can kind of open him up to being proud about other things. So just give me a moment. Okay, here's what I'm going to tell this little boy. And you can imagine yourself as that little boy now or just as yourself now. It doesn't really matter. But what I'm going to tell him, I'm going to bring him some truth. And what that little boy needed to know was that he thought he was good at stirring people up, getting them angry. But what he was really good at, and you never really realized this at the time, was showing people a better way of doing things. Because people would tell you to do things and you'd be like, why? That's stupid. Why would I do it that way? So they would get angry at you and yell at you, not because you were being naughty. They would yell at you because you were showing them that they were being silly in some way. So you had this amazing brain, amazing wit that allowed you to see the stupidity in how people were thinking. You would see through their logic, their reasoning, and you would say something that would make them feel stupid.
Yes, I used to get fired a lot.
I can't imagine that.
I used to be this is a much better way of doing things.
Yeah, see?
You know, like that.
See, you know exactly what I mean. You thought, you thought you were good at getting into trouble. But what you were really good at was showing people where they're being illogical, irrational, taking a long way where there was a shortcut, taking an expensive way when they could have been saving money. Now, because you said it in such a way to people, like almost like patronizing, they felt that you were showing them up to be stupid.
Yeah.
So you thought, people don't like me. People don't like what I have to say. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I'm not being smart. But what actually happened was the reason people were getting so annoyed at you, why people were getting so activated, like they were reacting to you, right? They weren't angry at you. They were angry at that they didn't see things through your eyes. They didn't see things clearly the way you see them. And my son is like that, you know, my son is exactly like that. My wife was getting so busy the other day and she was all stressed. And so my son says to her, "Did you create this busyness?" And to which she responded, "Yes." "Well, then you can uncreate this busyness." And he is constantly showing us where we're being stupid or we're overlooking something or we've missed something. And it does. It creates a reaction because you think, God, am I stupid? He's 10 years old and he's showing up all these things. That was you.
Yeah.
That was you, Charlie.
Okay.
And so let's just see what other truth you need to know. Let me just see if that's integrated. So in a sense, and might be hard to let in, but in a sense, people were loving you. They were looking at you going, God, this kid is smart. He's a smart ass, but God, he's smart. And they were admiring you for your wit, for your clarity, for your perspective. But you know what? They couldn't acknowledge you for it. They couldn't congratulate you for it. They felt too stupid and too humbled to be, enlightened enough to go, you know what, kiddo? Bloody hell, you're smart. They never did that for you. And I think that's the sad thing is you never got to see how much people admired you throughout your life, even though they couldn't stomach you. They couldn't stomach what you said to them and who you were, but it was only because of jealousy. They would listen to the stuff you would say and go, oh my God, if only I was as smart as him. This business would be far more successful. My relationship would be more successful. But it got too much for them. Because you felt stupid within yourself, when you spoke to them, it made them feel stupid as well. So they couldn't give you compliments. They couldn't show you love. They had to show you disdain and resentment and frustration. So let me just see if we can take that out of you for now. Just give me 1 sec. You were loved. And that's the irony to this whole thing is, I'm just talking to your body now, is that you thought you were unwanted and that you were trouble, and all this time there's a big misunderstanding, and it was about they would just look at you as so witty, so clever, but so condescending as well. So let's just see. How are you feeling? Can you feel the shifts happening in your body, or you're not feeling it at this point?
I'm not feeling it at this point.
Okay.
But I see what you're talking about.
Yeah. All right. So it's just taking a little bit to sink in. I'm just going to see what else I need to do. All right. So I can see why you're not feeling it, because there's a part of you that still says, oh, I'm not sure about that. Let me hold on to my stubbornness. So I'm going to open up your stubbornness will be my next challenge. All right. So you're telling me you've got a belief as a kid that said everybody's got to be good at something. Everybody should be good at something. And the truth for you on that was, actually, young Charlie, you were good at about 10 things. And that's what you needed to know as a kid. It's like, you're really good at 10 things. You don't need to think that you're only good at being into trouble. You're really good at showing people and companies where they're off track, where they're going wrong. where they need you. How does that feel hearing that?
Very good.
Yeah, good. We're starting to penetrate penetrate the stubbornness. We're getting through. This is good. Okay. All right, let me see what's next. All right. One last message for our session for today, and then we can we can continue on at another point if you'd like to.
Sure.
The next thing you need to know is that nobody loves themselves when they think they're unimportant and unneeded. And you felt that as a child, which meant I'm going to hang on to being good at being naughty because that has me feel that I'm important in some way, that I'm needed in some way. But the truth for you in all of that is, yeah, you were put on this planet to do big things. Very important perspectives, important ideas, shortcuts, new pathways. You are actually always important. From a very young age to your dying day, you are very important. Even if you never share your ideas with somebody, and this is the interesting thing I'm being shown is, even if all the ideas you have and the visions you have, the clarity, even if you keep that to yourself, that's still changing the world. Because your thoughts resonate across this planet throughout consciousness, and people can feel them, people can pick up on them. So you've always played a really important role on this earth, and you'll continue to do so. So just integrating, I'm a very important person on this earth, on this planet. I make a big difference. And it doesn't have to be getting into trouble. And it doesn't have to be thinking I'm good at that. I'm now going to be proud of myself for seeing things that nobody else can see on this planet. And that is something I can be truly proud of. I'm proud of myself because I could see things nobody else can see. The more you can allow that in instead of the regrets and the failures and the disappointments, the more you can focus in on that. You might not need another session with me.
Think so?
But look, having said that, don't feel bad if you do have another session, because you know we've really only spent 20 minutes together, and
Exactly.
so I think either way, it'd be good to have another session just to lock things in. But I do want to see where you're at in 2 days' time, where and get you to see where you're at. All right?
Okay. Thank you very much, Daniel. It's a pleasure. Funny talking to you. I've been listening to many of your videos.
There you go. You can't quite see me. You're very welcome, and keep in touch with me, and we'll probably chat later this week.
Thank you very much.
All right. Great, Charlie. Talk to you soon.
Yeah, take care. Thank you.
You're welcome, my friend. Bye-bye.
Take care.
So if you're wanting to help people with the power of your intuition to get to the root cause of an illness and the answers that will set people free, come check out our training at intuitionwisdom.com. See you there.